Often when parallels are drawn between journalism and PR, you could be met with a lot of constructive feedback, to say the least. So when looking at these two kind of key pillars of the media industry, where do they overlap and where is the actual sustained difference between the two? So if you take the similarities in the environment, for instance, the rush of a newsroom is unlike any other. There's a constant demand for deadlines, and within that there's a constant push for content. And the same can be said in a PR setting. From pushing out bylines to meeting client demands, there is always a stigma for meeting deadlines. Furthermore, breaking news is an event we all encounter. Within a PR setting, you can respond to news to help get coverage for clients or simply to keep everyone up to date with latest affairs. And then equally in a newsroom, breaking news is the pinnacle of any newsroom setting. Being on top and covering live from the event is important throughout the day. Moving on from the rush of deadlines, equally in the newsroom and PR setting, there can be some differences from time to time, particularly if you're a journalist going into a PR environment. Meeting client demands and kind of maintaining client relationships is something you're not used to, whereas in the journalistic world, you are kind of used to your own free spirit. You could kind of produce content around your remit, so to speak. And equally, for the PR perspective, having that freedom to produce content is something that is not specifically normal, especially if you're having to portray client messages all the time. So these are kind of some of the main key themes and kind of similarities between the two industries, and looking forward, and you can see kind of how they intertwine, but also why they need each other to produce content and to maintain brand relationships going forward.